Very good morning to all. Today we will start with the midwifery and obstetrical nursing. In that, before moving to anything, we will start or discuss regarding some common terminologies which are used in obstetrics and gynecology. So please learn, properly understand it. If you have any doubt, you can ask. First, the term that is midwifery and gynecology. So what is a midwife? Midwife it is a health practitioner. They are the health workers who helps the woman with a low risk pregnancies through the pregnancy and through the delivery process. Means they are taking the care throughout the pregnancy. They help to deliver the baby with the normal delivery. They are certified by the American Midwifery Certification Board. So midwife, they are nothing but they are the health practitioners who helps the woman with low risk pregnancies throughout the pregnancy and the delivery. Next, there are two terms that is obstetrics and gynecology. Obstetrics that is related to the pregnancy and that is a natural process. And second one, gynecology, that is some pathological conditions are there. In the gynecology, the mother can have some diseases related to gynecology. In obstetric, that's related to only the pregnancy. Next, for any pregnant mother, there is one thing that is very common, that is obstetrical score of the mother. And that obstetrical score of the mother, that is defined as G, P, A, and L. In that G, that stands for Gravida, P that stands for para, A stands for abortion, and L for live birth. Okay. So if you see any antenatal, postnatal, or intranatal mother, you have to you have to read the obstetrical score. You have to identify with the help of obstetrical score what are the past health history of the mother, in that mostly what are the past obstetrical history of the mother. Now we will discuss what is G, P, A, and L in detail. In briefly, I can explain that is G, gravida means the woman who conceived the pregnancy, then that is known as gravida. Para, women who have gone through the stage of labor, or they can, the outcome is not considered, but when the pregnancy goes beyond the viability, then it is known as the para. Abortion, we have learned all and everything about the abortion types, that is expulsion or extraction of the parts of the fetus on an embryo that is weighing 100 gram, 1000 gram or less before the age of the viability. And L, that is the number of living child. Okay, now in degree, gravida. It is the number of times the mother has been pregnant. Means mother has become pregnant, then that is the number is known as the gravida. That is regardless of whether this pregnancy were carried to term or they have abortion, they have miscarriage, they have intrauterine death, anything. But conceived means that is a number of included in the gravida. A current pregnancy, if any, is included in this count. So if the mother is currently pregnant, then that she is counted in gravida. Okay. For example, G1, P0, A0, L0 means the mother has conceived the pregnancy for the first time. Okay. Next term, there is a nulli gravida or gravida 0. Nulli means nil. Gravida 0, the woman has never been pregnant. Okay, the woman who has never conceived the pregnancy, then she is known as gravida 0 and nulli gravida mother. Next is primi gravida or gravida 1. Primi, that is for the first time. A woman who is pregnant for the first time or has been pregnant for the one time, she is known as primi gravida mother or gravida 1. Next is multi gravida. or more especially a gravida 2, that is a secondary gravida, gravida 3, and so on. Multigravida means woman who has pregnant for more than one time. Elderly primigravida. Elderly means the age is higher than 35, and primi, that is for the first time. A woman who has or who is in her pregnancy for the first time at the age of 35 years or more. So gravida, that is number of times the mother has been pregnant. Nulligravida, gravida 0, who has never been pregnant. Primi, gravida 1 for the first time or one time. Multigravida can be 2, 3, 4. Elderly primigravida, first time pregnancy at or after the age of 35 years. Next is R. It is the number of times the woman has delivered after the age of viability. The age of viability will be differ as per the country's status. So when the woman has a continuation of pregnancy after the viability age or after the 24 years, 24 weeks, then she is known as the parity or the weight of the baby that is more than 500 grams. That is TPAL. The number of term deliveries, that is after 37 weeks. P, premature deliveries, that is before 37 weeks. A, abortions, and L, live birth. There can be four numbers after the P for para. The first number is how many pregnancies are term pregnancies are there. Second P, that is how many premature babies are there before 37 weeks. A, how many abortions or miscarriage, and L, how many living births are there is. Okay. But in India, we are not following, or in our hospitals in which you are going to go in that TPAL method is not followed, in that only GPAL method is followed. So you have to be clear about GPAL method. Abortion, expulsion of the fetus from the uterus before it's reached to the stage of viability, usually 20 weeks, 24 weeks, or 28 weeks, but can consider a 20. And L, number of live birth, means how many children are still live, that is known as the live. Now you must be clear about G, P, A, and L. Next is conception. Conception means the woman has conceived a pregnancy. Simple. For conception of the pregnancy, if you remember, then two things are needed. That is first male germ cell, that is sperm, and female germ cell, that is the ovum. Okay, so conception, it is the process of becoming pregnant when a sperm and ovum or egg they join to form a single cell, that is a zygote, that is known as the conception. Okay, so it is a process of becoming pregnant when sperm and egg, means ovum, they join to form a single cell, that is a zygote. Alternative term includes, that is conception is also known as the fertilization, impregnation, and insemination. Okay. Next is contraction. You may hear the women are in contractions, women are having false contractions. So what are the contractions? Okay. The often strong and painful tightening of the uterus during the labor, okay, that causes the woman's cervix to dilate. Means the cervix is 0.5 centimeter, until for normal delivery must be dilated up to 10 centimeter, and that helps to push the baby through the birth canal. Okay? So contractions, they are strong and painful tightening of the uterus during the labor, and that is causes the cervix to dilate and helps the baby to push through the birth canal. Next is crowning. Okay, crowning, that is during the labor process, in that it is a time during the labor when the baby's head has reached the external vaginal opening, and it can be seen from the outside. When you will go to the labor room, you can see a baby's head, and it is a crown. Dilatation, opening of the cervix, and it is measured as a diameter of the cervix in the centimeter. Ectopic pregnancy we have discussed for so many times. That is when the fertilized egg or fertilized ovum implants and goes outside of the normal uterine cavity in the fallopian tube or other areas. It is known as ectopic pregnancy. Embryo means the name given to a fertilized egg. The time conception to 8 weeks. It is known as embryo. And after 8 weeks, it is known as the fetus. Embryo is a baby in the very early phase of development when it still looks like a clumping cell or fish-like and fetus. This embryo, after the completion of 8 weeks, it is known as the fetus. A fetus is the term used for a developing baby from after 8 weeks until the birth.